Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file. They're trying, and they did a pretty good job of following along with one of my videos. And if you look, and if you didn't watch those videos, it's under the same name, just different parts. If we look, he contoured them 0.7, and if you look, everything is 0.7 of an inch apart. So that's fine. I think everything looks good. I'm a little bit concerned about the top of his heart. Doesn't look like a heart anymore, so you might want to back up. Now, if you look, this is all one blend. Probably the easiest way to do this, or for me to help people understand, this thing is almost 19 inches, so we're going to set our nudge factor on 19. Just a reminder to put your duplicate distance at 0, 0. Now, I'm just going to take the Smart Fill tool. And because by the time you go and break this contour apart or break the curve apart or ungroup it, you're going to have individual lines. And we need to keep these two lines together. So I'm just going to use the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to actually use the green, and I'm just going to nudge down. I'm just nudging down. And what I'm doing is, I'm making a new object every time. But if you look now, if we go and we select all these, and if we left click, right click, and then make sure they're a hairline, so they'll cut out, we can actually delete these. Every one of these is a single unit now, so we can move it around. Now, he did tell me that he had a helix. And just to prove that it's working what he's doing, the top layer is a full piece of wood, but the green, if you can see it, is behind that wood in both directions. So his helix, and I believe all helixes are 24 by 18. Some people, and might not realize this, that they're going to cut out this piece of wood, which doesn't really fit in this helix, but you can always spin it and it'll make it fit. Spin a little bit more. And if you don't ever hit the cross, you won't get that. But see, now it just barely fits in there. So a lot of people might think, well, I need to cut that out. Well, this video is about saving wood. So we're going to take the very first one, the biggest one, and I'm going to hit P. I'm going to skip one and hit P. I'm going to skip the other one and hit P. I'm going to skip that one and hit P. All these parts will cut out inside the other one. You've saved all that wood. Now you could actually rotate all of them now, like we did previous, to get it to fit in there, and probably even a little bit more, and then click it again, and then that way you can move it around. Then on your second sheet, so that's going to take one full sheet of wood, just take all these and hit P, and they actually fit because they're smaller. But you can see that, so this is a part, this is a part, and this is a part, but there's plenty of cut space between the parts. So two pieces of wood versus, some people might not realize to use the inner part of the wood to cut out and if I was doing this, I would probably cut out the center one first, so go to let's put it back, and let's do the easiest one. You've already done that. Let's hit P on all these. And let's get rid of all the other stuff on the board just so it won't cause a problem when we open up the Windows, Dockers, objects. And there's our layer. There's our three curves. Which one is it going to cut first? I would want it to cut the inside one first. And so we'll click on that and see, it's actually cutting the outside one first. So the inside one cut, just take this and move it down there. Now that's the inside cut. That's the outside cut. So take the middle cut and just hold down your left mouse button and move it where you get that line. So now it's going to cut there. It's going to cut the next one and then the next one. That way, I think it's going to be if you cut out the outside first, especially with a piece that's this big, that's going to fall. If your bed's got any warp or any kind of wobble in it at all, and then the next piece is having to cut at a different focus. So if you cut out the inside first, the first heart falls, but the second and the third heart are still on a flat piece of wood. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.